Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed seekers of knowledge and wisdom, I invite you to embark on a journey with me, a journey into the deepest recesses of the mind and soul, where the rarest and most misunderstood individuals dwell. These are the minds that stand on the precipice of great understanding, yet are often met with disdain and envy by those who cannot perceive the vastness of their vision. It is to these individuals that I turn our attention, for they are the harbingers of transformation, the alchemists of the psyche, and the precious few who dare to confront the shadows that lurk within us all. In the realm of analytical psychology, we encounter the concept of individuation, a process that is as arduous as it is enlightening. It is the journey of becoming who you truly are, of integrating the disparate elements of the psyche into a harmonious whole. Yet, this path is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, resilience, and a willingness to face the darkness that resides within. Those who undertake this journey often find themselves alienated from the collective, for they challenge the status quo and disrupt the comfortable illusions that society holds dear. These rare minds, whom society may come to hate, possess a vision that transcends the mundane. They are akin to the archetype of the hero, embarking on a quest for knowledge and self-realization, battling the dragons of ignorance and fear that guard the treasures of wisdom. In doing so, they must confront their own shadows, the repressed and denied aspects of their psyche that hold both their power and their peril. This confrontation is not a battle to be won, but a dance to be embraced. For it is in the integration of the shadow that we find wholeness and authenticity. The shadow, as I have often spoken of, is a formidable force within the psyche. It is composed of those parts of ourselves that we have rejected or disowned, often because they do not conform to our ego's idealized self-image. Yet, these shadow aspects are not merely negative. They contain untapped potential and creativity. To deny the shadow is to deny oneself, to live a life of fragmentation and dissonance. The rare mind understands this and seeks to embrace the shadow, to integrate it into the tapestry of their being, thereby achieving a greater sense of self-awareness and authenticity. In this process of individuation, the rare mind encounters the anima and animus, the contrasexual elements of the psyche that bridge the gap between the conscious and unconscious. These archetypal figures represent the soul's yearning for wholeness, for the union of opposites, and serve as guides on the path to self-realization. They challenge us to transcend the limitations of our gender identity and to embrace the totality of our being. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the psyche, we encounter the collective, unconscious, a vast reservoir of shared human experience and wisdom. It is within this realm that the rare mind finds solace and inspiration, for it is here that the archetypes reside, the primordial images that shape our perceptions and guide our actions. These archetypes are the universal symbols that connect us to one another and to the cosmos. Transcending time and culture, the rare mind is attuned to these archetypal patterns, perceiving the underlying unity that binds all of creation. Yet, to be attuned to the collective unconscious is to be out of step with the ordinary consciousness of society. The rare mind often feels like an outsider, a stranger in a strange land, for they perceive realities that others cannot fathom. This sense of alienation can lead to profound loneliness, a longing for connection with others who share their vision, but it is also a source of strength, for it compels the rare mind to forge their own path, to seek out their own truth, and to become a beacon of light in a world shrouded in darkness. In their quest for self-discovery, the rare minds often encounter resistance from the collective society in its quest for order and stability, fears the disruption that these individuals bring. They are seen as threats to the established order, as their insights challenge the very foundations upon which society is built. Yet, it is precisely this challenge that is necessary for growth and transformation. The rare mind, in their willingness to question and explore, becomes a catalyst for change, igniting the fires of renewal and regeneration within the collective. As we ponder the role of these rare minds in the grand tapestry of existence, we come to see them as the carriers of the divine spark, the inner light that illuminates the path to wholeness and unity. They are the visionaries, the dreamers, the prophets who call us to remember our true nature and to awaken to the infinite possibilities that lie within. Their journey is not easy, but it is essential, for they hold the keys to the future, the seeds of a new consciousness that can transform the world. In conclusion, I urge you to honor these rare minds, to recognize their courage and their contribution to the evolution of the human spirit. Though they may be met with hostility and misunderstanding, they are the pioneers of a new era, the architects of a new paradigm. Let us embrace their vision and join them in their quest for truth. For it is in their footsteps that we will find the path to our own individuation and the fulfillment of our highest potential. As we continue our exploration of the rare minds and their profound journey, let us delve deeper into the enigmatic interplay between the conscious and the unconscious. The rare mind stands as a bridge between these realms, navigating the labyrinthine corridors of the psyche with an awareness that transcends the ordinary. This awareness is not merely an intellectual endeavor, but a deeply intuitive process, one that requires a sensitivity to the subtle whispers of the unconscious and a willingness to engage with its mysteries. The process of engaging with the unconscious is akin to descending into the depths of a vast ocean, where the currents of thought and emotion swirl in an intricate dance. Here, in the depths, the rare mind encounters the symbols and images that speak to the soul's deepest longings. Dreams, those nocturnal emissaries of the unconscious, become vital guides on this journey. They offer glimpses into the hidden recesses of the psyche, revealing truths that the waking mind may struggle to comprehend. For the rare mind, dreams are not mere flights of fancy, but potent messages that beckon them towards greater understanding and integration. In this dreamscape, the rare mind encounters the archetypal figures that dwell within the collective unconscious. These figures, the wise old man, the great mother, the trickster, and many others, serve as mirrors to the soul, reflecting back the multifaceted nature of the self. Each encounter with an archetype is a step towards greater self-awareness, a recognition of the universal patterns that shape our individual lives. To engage with these archetypes is to enter into a dialogue with the deeper currents of existence, to align oneself with the rhythms of the cosmos. Yet, this engagement is not without its challenges. The rare mind must navigate the tension between the pull of the unconscious and the demands of the conscious ego. The ego, with its desire for control and certainty, often resists the fluid and unpredictable nature of the unconscious. It is here that the rare mind must exercise discernment and courage, for it is easy to become lost in the vastness of the unconscious, to be overwhelmed by its power. The task is to find balance, to allow the unconscious to inform and enrich the conscious mind without being consumed by it. In the pursuit of this balance, the rare mind learns the art of active imagination, a process through which the contents of the unconscious are given form and voice. Through active imagination, the rare mind engages in a creative dialogue with the inner world, allowing images and symbols to arise spontaneously and exploring their significance. This process is not unlike the work of the artist, who draws from the wellspring of the unconscious to create works of beauty and insight. In this way, the rare mind becomes both creator and creation, shaping their own destiny through the alchemical process of self-discovery. As the rare mind continues on this journey of individuation, they inevitably encounter the concept of the self, the totality of the psyche that encompasses both conscious and unconscious elements. The self is the guiding force in the individuation process, the inner compass that directs the individual towards wholeness. It is the source of the rare mind's deepest insights and the wellspring of their creative potential. To align oneself with the self is to embrace one's true nature, to live in harmony with the unfolding pattern of one's life. The path to the self is often fraught with trials and tribulations, as the rare mind must confront the limitations and illusions of the ego, with its attachment to identity and control, often stands in opposition to the vastness of the self. Yet, it is in the surrender of the ego's illusions that the rare mind finds liberation. This surrender is not an act of defeat, but an embrace of a greater reality, a recognition of the interconnectedness of all things and the unity that underlies the multiplicity of existence. In this surrender, the rare mind experiences a profound sense of connectedness, a realization that they are part of a greater whole. This realization is a source of both solace and strength, for it reminds the rare mind that they are not alone in their journey. They are part of a cosmic dance, a participant in the unfolding story of the universe. This awareness imbues their life with meaning and purpose, guiding them towards a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we reflect on the journey of the rare mind, let us consider the legacy that they leave behind. These individuals, in their courage and vision, pave the way for others to follow. They challenge us to look beyond the surface of things, to question the assumptions and beliefs that confine us, and to seek the deeper truths that lie beneath. They remind us that we are all on a journey of individuation, that we all have the potential to become who we truly are. In honoring the rare minds, we honor the potential within each of us to transcend the limitations of our ego and to embrace the fullness of our being. Their journey is a testament to the transformative power of the psyche, the alchemical process through which the base elements of our nature are transmuted into the gold of wisdom and understanding. Let us take inspiration from their example and, in doing so, embark on our own journeys of self-discovery and transformation. For it is in the rare minds that we catch a glimpse of the divine, the spark of creativity and consciousness that illuminates the path to our own becoming as we delve further into the nuances of the rare mind's journey. Let us explore the intricate relationship between the individual and the collective, a dynamic that is both challenging and enriching the rare mind in its pursuit of individuation, often finds itself at odds with societal norms and expectations. This tension arises from the fundamental nature of the rare mind's quest to uncover and manifest an authentic self that may not align with the conventional roles and identities prescribed by the collective. The collective consciousness, with its shared beliefs and values, serves as a stabilizing force within society. It provides a framework for understanding and navigating the world, offering a sense of belonging and continuity. However, for the rare mind, this framework can become a cage, limiting the expression of their unique vision and potential. The rare mind is compelled to question, to probe the assumptions that underpin the collective reality, and in doing so, they often encounter resistance and misunderstanding. This resistance is not merely external, but also internal, as the rare mind grapples with the tension between the desire for acceptance and the drive for authenticity. It is a delicate balancing act, one that requires the integration of the individual and the collective, the personal and the universal. The rare mind must learn to walk the fine line between conformity and rebellion, to find a way to honor their own truth while remaining connected to the world around them. In this dance between the individual and the collective, the rare mind draws upon the rich wellspring of the collective unconscious. Here, they find the archetypal symbols and myths that resonate with their personal journey, offering guidance and insight. These symbols serve as bridges between the personal and the universal, linking the individual experience to the broader human story. The rare mind recognizes that their journey is not isolated but part of a greater tapestry, woven together by the threads of shared human experience. This recognition of interconnectedness is a source of both challenge and liberation. It challenges the rare mind to reconcile their individuality with their role as a member of the human community, to find a way to contribute to the collective without losing their sense of self. At the same time, it liberates them from the constraints of the ego, opening them to the infinite possibilities of the self and the potential for transformation. In the pursuit of this integration, the rare mind often becomes a visionary, a bearer of new ideas and perspectives that can inspire and transform the collective. They are the ones who stand at the crossroads of change, who dare to question and innovate, who are willing to take the risks necessary for growth and evolution. Their insights, though sometimes met with skepticism, have the power to illuminate new pathways and to expand the boundaries of what is possible. The rare mind, in its role as visionary, is akin to the archetype of the prophet or the sage, those who are able to perceive the hidden patterns and truths that lie beneath the surface of reality. These individuals possess a heightened sensitivity to the currents of change, an ability to see beyond the immediate and the obvious to the underlying dynamics that shape our world. They are attuned to the subtle energies and influences that guide the unfolding of events, and they are able to articulate these insights in a way that resonates with the collective consciousness. Yet, this role is not without its burdens. The rare mind must navigate the delicate balance between vision and action, between insight and implementation. They must find ways to communicate their insights in a manner that can be understood and accepted by others. To bridge the gap between the inner world of the psyche and the outer world of action, this requires not only intellectual acuity, but also emotional intelligence and empathy, an ability to connect with others and to inspire them to see the world in new ways. In this endeavor, the rare mind often encounters the archetype of the wounded healer, a figure who embodies the paradox of suffering and healing, of vulnerability and strength. The wounded healer understands that true healing comes not from denying one's wounds, but from embracing them, from recognizing the gifts and insights that they offer. This archetype teaches the rare mind that their own struggles and challenges are not impediments, but opportunities for growth and transformation, that their wounds are the source of their greatest wisdom and compassion. As the rare mind embraces the role of the wounded healer, they come to understand the importance of humility and grace, of recognizing their own limitations and imperfections. They learn that the journey of individuation is not a solitary one, but a shared endeavor, one that is enriched by the contributions and insights of others. In this way, the rare mind becomes a catalyst for collective healing and transformation, a conduit through which the wisdom of the unconscious can flow into the world. In conclusion, the journey of the rare mind is a profound and challenging one, a quest for authenticity and wholeness that requires both courage and vulnerability. It is a journey that asks us to confront our deepest fears and to embrace our highest potential, to navigate the tension between the individual and the collective with grace and integrity. The rare mind, in its willingness to undertake this journey, becomes a beacon of light and hope, a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lie within each of us. Let us honor their courage and vision, and in doing so, find the inspiration to embark on our own journeys of self-discovery and transformation. As we continue to explore the profound journey of the rare mind, we are drawn into the intricate world of symbols, those enigmatic elements that serve as the language of the unconscious. Symbols are the vessels through which the deep wisdom of the psyche is communicated. And for the rare mind, they are keys to unlocking the mysteries of the self and the universe. The rare mind, attuned to the subtle nuances of these symbols, embarks on a journey of interpretation and meaning-making that transcends the literal and touches the divine. In the realm of symbols, nothing is as it seems. A symbol is never confined to a single meaning. It is a multifaceted entity that reflects the complexity of the human experience. The rare mind understands that symbols are not to be decoded in a linear fashion, but rather contemplated and felt with the entirety of one's being. Each symbol presents an opportunity to connect with the archetypal forces that govern the psyche, offering insights that can guide the individual on their path of individuation. Consider, for instance, the symbol of the mandala, a circular design that represents the wholeness of the self. The mandala is a reflection of the cosmos, the microcosm within the macrocosm, and serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things for the rare mind. The mandala is a tool for meditation and reflection, a means of centering the self and aligning with the deeper rhythms of the universe. In the process of creating or contemplating a mandala, the rare mind engages in a sacred dialogue with the unconscious, inviting the emergence of new insights and understanding. Symbols such as the mandala are potent reminders of the spiritual dimension of the rare mind's journey. While the process of individuation is deeply personal, it is also an inherently spiritual endeavor, one that seeks to transcend the limitations of the ego and to connect with the divine essence within. This spiritual dimension is not bound by dogma or doctrine, rather, it is a direct experience of the numinous, the awe-inspiring presence that permeates existence. The rare mind, in its openness to the numinous, often experiences moments of profound synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that defy rational explanation. Synchronicity is the language of the soul, a reminder that we are not isolated beings, but part of a vast and interconnected web of life. These moments of synchronicity serve as guideposts on the journey, affirmations that the rare mind is aligned with their true path and purpose. In cultivating a relationship with the numinous, the rare mind must also navigate the terrain of the shadow. The shadow, as we have discussed, is the repository of all that the conscious mind denies and represses. Yet, it is in the shadow that the rare mind finds the raw material for transformation. By confronting and integrating the shadow, the rare mind is able to access the full spectrum of their potential, to harness the energies that have been hidden, and to channel them towards creative expression and growth. The process of integrating the shadow is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice, a continual dialogue between the conscious and unconscious aspects of the self. It requires a willingness to embrace discomfort, to sit with uncertainty and ambiguity, and to trust in the wisdom of the psyche. For the rare mind, this practice becomes a path to wholeness, a journey that leads to a deeper understanding of the self and a greater connection to the world. As the rare mind traverses this path, they often find themselves drawn to the arts, where the unconscious finds expression through creativity. Art, in all its forms, is a manifestation of the soul's longing for expression and communion. The rare mind, through their engagement with the arts, is able to give voice to the ineffable, to translate the language of the unconscious into forms that can be shared and understood by others. This creative expression becomes a bridge between the inner and outer worlds, a means of connecting with others and contributing to the collective consciousness. The rare mind's journey is also characterized by a profound sense of purpose, a calling that transcends the pursuit of personal gain or recognition This calling is often felt as a deep inner knowing, a sense of being guided by a force greater than oneself. It is a call to service, to use one's gifts and insights for the betterment of humanity and the world. In answering this call, the rare mind steps into the role of the servant leader, one who leads by example and inspires others to follow their own paths of individuation. In reflecting on the journey of the rare mind, we come to see it as a sacred quest, a hero's journey that invites us all to step into our own potential and to embrace the fullness of our being. It is a journey that asks us to confront our fears, to challenge our assumptions, and to open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie within. The rare mind, in their courage and vision, shows us the way forward, reminding us that the journey of individuation is not only a personal endeavor, but a collective one, a path that leads us towards a more conscious and compassionate world. As we draw to a close, let us hold in our hearts the lessons of the rare mind, the insights and wisdom that they so generously share. Let us honor their journey and, in doing so, commit to our own path of self-discovery and transformation. For it is through our individual journeys that we contribute to the evolution of consciousness, that we become the architects of a new world, a world that reflects the highest ideals of love, creativity, and unity. As we proceed further into the exploration of the rare mind's odyssey, let us turn our gaze to the dynamic interplay between the inner world of the psyche and the outer world of experience. This interplay is a dance of reflection and projection, where the external reality acts as a mirror to the internal landscape, revealing the hidden depths of the soul. The rare mind, in its quest for self-understanding, learns to navigate this complex relationship with a sense of curiosity and wonder, recognizing that the world is not merely a backdrop to their journey, but an active participant in their unfolding story. The concept of projection, in particular, plays a crucial role in this interaction. Projection occurs when unconscious aspects of the self are attributed to external objects or people. It is a natural psychological process, one that allows us to engage with the world and to make sense of our experiences. However, for the rare mind, projection becomes a tool for self-discovery, a means of uncovering the unconscious material that shapes their perceptions and responses. By examining their projections, the rare mind gains insight into the unresolved conflicts and desires that reside within. They come to understand that what they see in others is often a reflection of their own inner world, that the judgments and emotions they experience are rooted in their own psyche. This awareness allows them to reclaim the projected aspects of themselves, to integrate these elements into their conscious identity, and to achieve a greater sense of wholeness. In the process of reclaiming projections, the rare mind also encounters the challenge of differentiation, the task of distinguishing between their own values and beliefs and those of the collective. This task requires a discernment that is both rigorous and compassionate, an ability to recognize the influence of cultural conditioning and to choose consciously which aspects of the collective consciousness to embrace and which to transcend. The rare mind, in its pursuit of differentiation, often finds itself drawn to the margins of society. to the places where new ideas and possibilities are explored. It is here, on the edges of the known, that the rare mind feels most alive, most attuned to the creative potential of the universe. These liminal spaces, where the boundaries between the inner and outer worlds blur, offer fertile ground for innovation and transformation. In these spaces, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the explorer, a figure who embodies the spirit of adventure and discovery. The explorer is not content with the status quo, but seeks to push beyond the limits of the familiar, to chart new territories of thought and experience. For the rare mind, the explorer archetype serves as an inspiration and a guide, encouraging them to embrace the unknown and to trust in the unfolding of their journey. This embrace of the unknown is not without its challenges, for it requires a willingness to let go of certainty and control, to surrender to the flow of life, and to trust in the wisdom of the unconscious. The rare mind learns to cultivate a sense of openness and receptivity, to allow the unexpected to enter their life and to respond with creativity and adaptability. In this way, the rare mind becomes a vessel for the new, a conduit through which the emergent possibilities of the psyche can be realized. They are the ones who bring forth the visions and ideas that can transform the world, who are able to see beyond the limitations of the present and to imagine a future that is more aligned with the values of the soul. As the rare mind continues on this path of exploration and discovery, they are often called to engage with the broader challenges facing humanity. They recognize that their journey is not an isolated endeavor, but one that is deeply interconnected with the collective evolution of consciousness. This recognition calls them to action, to use their insights and gifts in service of the greater good. In answering this call, the rare mind becomes a change maker, an agent of transformation who seeks to create a more just and compassionate world. They are guided by a vision of unity and interconnectedness, a recognition that the well-being of the individual is inextricably linked to the well-being of the whole. This vision inspires them to work towards healing the divisions and inequalities that exist in the world, to contribute to a future that honors the dignity and potential of all beings. Through their actions, the rare mind exemplifies the principle of synchronicity, the idea that meaningful coincidences are not random, but are expressions of a deeper order. They understand that their individual efforts are part of a larger pattern, one that is orchestrated by the collective unconscious, and that serves the evolution of consciousness. This understanding allows them to move through the world with a sense of purpose and grace, trusting that their contributions are part of a greater whole. In this light, the journey of the rare mind is a testament to the power of the human spirit to transcend the limitations of the ego and to embrace the infinite potential of the soul. It is a journey that invites us all to awaken to the deeper truths of our existence, to recognize the divine within, and to live in harmony with the greater rhythms of life. As we conclude this exploration, let us hold in our hearts the wisdom and insights of the rare mind, the courage and vision that they embody. May we be inspired by their example to embark on our own journeys of self-discovery and transformation, to become the change makers and visionaries that our world so desperately needs. For it is in the footsteps of the rare mind that we find the path to our own becoming, the path that leads us towards a future that is more aligned with the values of love, creativity, and unity. As we deepen our journey into the intricacies of the rare mind, let us consider the role of intuition as a guiding force that shapes their path. Intuition, that inner knowing that transcends rational thought, is the compass by which the rare mind navigates the complexities of existence. It is a faculty that draws from the wellspring of the unconscious, offering insights that are often beyond the reach of conscious reasoning. For the rare mind, intuition is not a mysterious anomaly, but a trusted ally, one that provides clarity and direction in moments of uncertainty. The rare mind's relationship with intuition is one of profound trust and openness. They recognize that intuition is not separate from reason, but an extension of it, a way of perceiving the world that integrates both the conscious and the unconscious. This holistic approach allows them to see beyond the surface of things, to discern the patterns and connections that underlie the apparent chaos of life. In cultivating their intuition, the rare mind learns to listen deeply to the whispers of the soul, to attune themselves to the subtle energies and currents that flow through the psyche. This attunement requires a quieting of the mind, a willingness to enter into the stillness and silence where intuition resides. It is in these moments of reflection and contemplation that the rare mind receives the guidance they seek, the insights that illuminate their path and inform their actions. The rare mind's intuitive abilities are often reflected in their capacity for empathy, the ability to feel and understand the emotions and experiences of others. Empathy is a bridge that connects the individual to the collective, a means of transcending the boundaries of the self and entering into the shared human experience. For the rare mind, empathy is both a gift and a responsibility, a call to engage with the world in a way that honors the interconnectedness of all beings. Through empathy, the rare mind becomes a healer, one who is able to hold space for the pain and suffering of others and to offer compassion and understanding. This healing presence is not about fixing or changing, but about witnessing and honoring the truth of another's experience. In doing so, the rare mind facilitates a process of transformation, one that allows for the integration of shadow and light, the reconciliation of past wounds, and the emergence of new possibilities. The rare mind's role as a healer is intimately connected to their own journey of self-healing. For it is through their own experiences of transformation that they gain the wisdom and insight to support others. They understand that healing is not a destination, but a lifelong journey, a continual process of growth and evolution. This understanding allows them to approach their work with humility and grace, to recognize the inherent worth and dignity of each individual, and to honor the unique path that each person must traverse. In their healing work, the rare mind often draws upon the archetypal energies that reside within the collective unconscious. These archetypes, with their timeless wisdom and power, offer guidance and support, providing the rare mind with the tools and resources they need to navigate the challenges of their journey, whether it is the nurturing energy of the Great Mother, the transformative power of the phoenix, or the guiding light of the wise sage. These archetypal forces serve as allies and mentors, offering strength and inspiration in times of need. As the rare mind continues to evolve, they find themselves increasingly drawn to the mysteries of the cosmos, to the vast and unfathomable expanse of the universe that beckons us to explore and understand. This cosmic perspective is not merely an intellectual pursuit, but a spiritual journey, one that invites the rare mind to contemplate the nature of existence and their place within the greater whole. It is a journey that calls them to expand their consciousness, to transcend the limitations of the ego, and to embrace the infinite possibilities of the soul. In this cosmic exploration, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the seeker, a symbol of the eternal quest for truth and understanding. The seeker embodies the spirit of curiosity and wonder, the desire to know and to experience the fullness of life. For the rare mind, the seeker is both a guide and a companion, one who encourages them to embrace the unknown and to trust in the unfolding of their journey. This journey of seeking is not about arriving at a final destination, but about engaging with the process of discovery, about remaining open to new insights and experiences. It is a journey that requires courage and vulnerability, a willingness to let go of certainty and to embrace the mystery of existence. In doing so, the rare mind becomes a co-creator with the universe, an active participant in the unfolding story of life. As we reflect on the journey of the rare mind, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness of all things, the web of life that binds us together in a tapestry of love and creativity. The rare mind, in their willingness to embrace this interconnectedness, becomes a beacon of hope and possibility, a reminder of the potential that lies within each of us to transform ourselves and the world. In closing, let us honor the rare mind and the gifts they bring to the world. Let us be inspired by their courage to question and to explore, their willingness to heal and to transform, and their commitment to living a life of authenticity and purpose. May we all find within ourselves the rare mind spirit of adventure and discovery, and in doing so, contribute to the creation of a more conscious and compassionate world. As we journey further into the essence of the rare mind, let us contemplate the profound interplay between solitude and communion, two seemingly opposing forces that, in fact, harmonize within the depths of the psyche. Solitude, for the rare mind, becomes a sacred space, a sanctuary where the soul can retreat from the cacophony of the outer world and turn inward to listen to the quiet voice of the inner self. It is in solitude that the rare mind engages in the deepest forms of introspection, where they can explore the labyrinth of their own thoughts and emotions without distraction or judgment. This inward journey is not an escape from reality, but a deliberate engagement with the inner world, a conscious choice to cultivate a relationship with the self. In solitude, the rare mind encounters the stillness that allows for the emergence of clarity and insight, where the noise of the external world fades away, revealing the subtle currents of intuition and inspiration that guide their path. It is a time for reflection and integration, where the rare mind can process their experiences and assimilate the lessons learned along the way. Yet, the journey of the rare mind is not one of isolation. While solitude is necessary for self-discovery, communion with others is equally vital for growth and transformation. The rare mind understands that true individuation is not achieved in a vacuum, but through relationships where the self is mirrored and shaped through interactions with others. In this dance of connection, the rare mind engages in a continuous exchange of energy and ideas, where they can share their insights and learn from the experiences of others. This communion with others is an opportunity for the rare mind to test and refine their understanding, to expand their perspective, and to deepen their empathy. It is through these relational encounters that the rare mind experiences the richness of the human condition, the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and challenges that are part of the shared journey of life. In this way, relationships become a crucible for transformation, a space where the rare mind can practice the art of presence and compassion. In the realm of relationships, the rare mind often encounters the archetype of the lover, a symbol of the transformative power of connection and intimacy. The lover embodies the longing for union, not only with another, but with the deeper aspects of the self. For the rare mind, the lover archetype serves as a reminder of the sacredness of relationships, the potential for healing and growth that arises when two souls come together in a spirit of openness and vulnerability. The rare mind approaches relationships with a sense of reverence, recognizing that each encounter is an opportunity for mutual awakening and evolution. They understand that true connection requires authenticity and courage, a willingness to be seen and to see others in their full humanity. This depth of connection is not always easy to achieve, for it demands that the rare mind confront their own fears and defenses, to embrace the shadow aspects that may arise in the context of relationship. In facing these challenges, the rare mind learns the art of conscious relating, a practice that involves ongoing communication and reflection, where both parties are committed to supporting each other's growth and well-being. This conscious approach to relationships fosters an environment of trust and safety, where genuine intimacy can flourish, and where both individuals can explore the depths of their own psyches in the presence of another. As the rare mind navigates the terrain of solitude and communion, they are guided by an inner compass that points towards authenticity and wholeness. This compass is the self, the unifying center of the psyche that harmonizes the disparate elements of the personality into a cohesive and integrated whole. The self is not an endpoint, but a dynamic process, a continual unfolding of potential and purpose that guides the rare mind on their journey of individuation. In aligning with the self, the rare mind learns to trust in the wisdom of their own being, to follow the path that is uniquely theirs, even when it diverges from the expectations of the collective. This trust in the self is a source of empowerment and freedom, allowing the rare mind to live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment that is deeply aligned with their true nature. As we reflect on the rare mind's journey, we come to see it as a path of integration and balance, where solitude and communion, the inner and outer worlds, the individual and the collective, are woven together in a seamless tapestry of existence. The rare mind, in their willingness to embrace this complexity, becomes a living expression of the potential that lies within each of us to live authentically and fully. In conclusion, let us honor the rare mind and the path they walk. A path that invites us all to explore the depths of our own psyches and to engage with the world in a way that is both conscious and compassionate. May we be inspired by their courage and vision, and in doing so, find the strength to embark on our own journeys of self-discovery and transformation. For it is through the journey of the rare mind that we glimpse the possibilities that await us, the promise of a life lived in harmony with the greater whole. As we continue our exploration of the rare mind, we are drawn into the realm of paradox, that fertile ground where seemingly contradictory truths coexist, revealing the profound complexity of the human experience. The rare mind, in its quest for understanding, embraces paradox not as a problem to be solved, but as a mystery to be lived. In doing so, they open themselves to the full spectrum of life, recognizing that what appears as duality is often an invitation to transcendence. One of the most profound paradoxes encountered by the rare mind is the interplay between strength and vulnerability in a world that often equates strength with invulnerability. The rare mind understands that true strength arises from the courage to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a gateway to deeper connection and authenticity, a willingness to reveal one's true self in the face of uncertainty and risk. This embrace of vulnerability allows the rare mind to engage with life with an open heart, to experience the richness of human emotion in all its forms. In the dance of strength and vulnerability, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the warrior. The warrior is not merely a symbol of physical prowess, but a representation of the inner strength required to face one's fears and to stand in one's truth. For the rare mind, the warrior archetype is a guide to navigating the challenges of life with integrity and resilience, to embodying the courage to act in alignment with one's values, even in the face of adversity. Another paradox that the rare mind grapples with is the relationship between freedom and responsibility. The rare mind cherishes the freedom to explore and express their unique identity, to forge their own path in the world. Yet, with this freedom comes the responsibility to use one's gifts and insights wisely to contribute to the well-being of the larger community. This balance between personal autonomy and social responsibility is a delicate one, requiring a deep sense of ethical awareness and a commitment to living in harmony with the greater good. In embracing this paradox, the rare mind often assumes the role of the steward, one who is entrusted with the care and nurturing of something greater than themselves. This stewardship extends beyond personal relationships to encompass the broader environment, where the rare mind recognizes their interconnectedness with all living beings and the planet as a whole. This recognition inspires a sense of reverence and stewardship, a commitment to preserving and enhancing the world for future generations. As the rare mind navigates these paradoxes, they are guided by an inner compass that points towards balance and harmony. This compass is informed by the wisdom of the heart, an intelligence that transcends the limitations of the rational mind and taps into the deeper truths of existence. The heart, with its capacity for empathy and compassion, becomes a guiding force in the rare mind's journey, offering a path to wholeness that honors both the individual and the collective. In this journey towards balance, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the alchemist, a symbol of transformation and integration. The alchemist is one who seeks to transmute the base elements of existence into the gold of wisdom and enlightenment, to bring together the disparate aspects of the self into a unified whole. For the rare mind, the alchemist archetype represents the potential for personal and collective transformation, the possibility of transcending the limitations of the ego and embracing the fullness of the self. The alchemical process is not a linear one, but a spiral journey, where each turn of the spiral brings new insights and challenges. It is a journey that requires patience and perseverance, a willingness to engage with the unknown and to trust in the unfolding of one's path. In this alchemical process, the rare mind learns to embrace the cyclical nature of life, to honor the rhythms of growth and decay, creation and destruction that are inherent in the natural world. As the rare mind continues on this journey of transformation, they become a beacon of light and hope, a reminder of the potential that lies within each of us to live authentically and fully. They inspire us to embrace the paradoxes of life, to find strength in vulnerability, freedom in responsibility, and unity in diversity. Through their example, they show us that the journey of individuation is not only a personal endeavor, but a collective one, a path that leads us towards a more conscious and compassionate world. In reflecting on the journey of the rare mind, we are called to examine our own lives, to explore the paradoxes that shape our existence, and to seek balance and harmony within ourselves and the world. We are invited to embrace the mystery and wonder of life, to engage with the challenges and opportunities that arise with an open heart and a curious mind. For it is through this engagement that we discover the richness and beauty of the human experience, the infinite possibilities that await us on the path to wholeness. As we delve deeper into the journey of the rare mind, let us consider the transformative power of creativity, that vital force which animates the human spirit and propels the soul towards new horizons. Creativity is not merely the act of producing art or innovation. It is an existential imperative, a means by which the rare mind engages with the world in a dynamic act of co-creation. It is through this creative process that the rare mind expresses their innermost truth, weaving the threads of imagination and reality into a tapestry of meaning and purpose. The rare mind approaches creativity with a sense of wonder and curiosity, recognizing it as a sacred dialogue with the unconscious. In this dialogue, the unconscious offers symbols and images, raw materials that the rare mind shapes into forms that resonate with the essence of their being. This creative process is deeply alchemical, transforming the mundane into the extraordinary, the personal into the universal. It is an endeavor that requires both discipline and spontaneity, a willingness to surrender to the flow of inspiration, while also honing the skills necessary to manifest one's vision. In the realm of creativity, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the artist, a figure who embodies the capacity to see the world anew, to perceive the hidden beauty and potential that lies within the ordinary. The artist archetype is not confined to those who create traditional art forms, but is present in all who seek to engage with life creatively, who approach their work and relationships with imagination and innovation. For the rare mind, the artist archetype serves as a reminder of the transformative power of creativity, the ability to shape one's reality and to inspire others to do the same. Creativity for the rare mind is not an isolated endeavor, but a communal one, where the fruits of their labor are shared with others, inviting dialogue and collaboration. In this sharing, the rare mind becomes a catalyst for collective transformation, sparking new ideas and possibilities within the community. They understand that creativity is a force that transcends individual boundaries, connecting people across time and space in a shared experience of growth and discovery. As the rare mind engages in the creative process, they often find themselves drawn to the natural world, where the cycles and rhythms of nature offer endless inspiration and wisdom. Nature, with its inherent creativity and resilience, serves as both muse and mentor, teaching the rare mind the value of patience and adaptability, the art of living in harmony with the environment. Through their connection with nature, the rare mind gains a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life, a perspective that informs their creative endeavors and their approach to the world. In this communion with nature, the rare mind encounters the archetype of the earth, mother, a symbol of fertility, nurturing, and abundance. The Earth Mother embodies the generative power of the natural world, the cycles of birth, growth, decay, and renewal that sustain life. For the rare mind, the Earth Mother archetype is a source of strength and inspiration, a reminder of the innate creativity that exists within each of us, and the importance of honoring and protecting the natural world. The rare mind's creative journey is also a spiritual one, where creativity becomes a path to transcendence and self-realization through the act of creation. The rare mind experiences a sense of oneness with the universe, a dissolution of the boundaries between self and other, creator and creation. This experience of unity is a glimpse of the divine, a moment of grace that reaffirms the rare mind's connection to the greater whole. As we reflect on the role of creativity in the rare mind's journey, we are reminded of the power of imagination to transform our lives and the world. Creativity is not a luxury or a pastime, but a vital expression of the human spirit, a means of engaging with the mysteries of existence and shaping our reality in ways that reflect the deepest truths of our being. In conclusion, let us honor the rare mind and the creative path they walk, a path that invites us all to explore our own creative potential and to engage with the world in a spirit of curiosity and wonder. May we be inspired by their courage to create, their willingness to dream, and their commitment to living a life of authenticity and purpose. For it is through the creative journey of the rare mind that we discover the infinite possibilities that lie within each of us. The potential to co-create a world that reflects the highest ideals of love, beauty, and truth